Good morning, all. I hope you had a good day. I did indeed yesterday. Chilled, then watched a movie. Spent a lot of time by myself. I do that a lot. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I actually enjoy it. I like being in my own thoughts. A lot of people get a little freaked out about being in their own thoughts. I enjoy being in my own thoughts. So, teach to their own on that. Golly. I guess there was another possible assassination attempt on Trump's life. The theater is out of control, to say the least. To say the least. I have to say, Caroline, she be throwing out some nuggets. She does. I don't know if everybody's picking up what she's been throwing down the last few days when she's speaking, but there are a lot of hidden innuendos that she be sending in the nature of the beast that she can. She's learned how to play the game. You're starting to see that, where people on certain sides are tied down in different ways, but they're learning how to play the game. You gotta kind of have to in this world. And if you're of one of them that are living a lie, yeah, you're gonna having to create all these theater things to justify the lie that you're living. I'm loving seeing all these messaging and tweets, in reference to Erica walking out crying. Yeah, just as long as the merch sales are under control, it was all worth it, right? It was all worth it. It's just a shame. It really is. It's a shame that these people think it's okay to act like this. Exactly. Elizabeth Lane said it perfectly. Oh, it was traumatizing for you guys to walk through that experience last night, but it wasn't traumatizing as to what you guys gave the green light to the people in Gaza. That was not traumatizing. No, you see. It's just crazy to me how these people operate and what they operate in. They're obviously going through it. They're going through it, clearly. And they're grasping at the bits, grasping at the straws to land on any type of empathy that they can receive from the public, because they realize that they're losing completely. They've lost full credibility. And they can't even land on facts anymore, because the facts that they present don't even make sense. They don't even make sense. They're filled with so much deceit and corruption and lies that the facts don't even align. They don't even make sense somewhere a little bit to make it somewhat credible and believable, where they're just making these facts up out of thin air. I think it's comical if you're somebody that's waiting on facts to be presented from our dear government in Patel. You're going to be waiting for a long time. You're going to be waiting for a long time, baby. They are not going to present any type of truth in the facts. They're not. It would expose them. It would completely expose them in the reality of it and what they've done and what they've done for years. And that's why it's so important right now to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of who you're surrounding yourself with, be aware of where you're giving your energy to, and be aware of the players in your life. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be that way, but hey, that's where we've landed today, where you have people scattered and covered all around the nation, living a lie, doubling down to keep the lie hidden, and making sure that they get their check in some way, shape, or form. And that's just how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. It just does. If you're somebody that those things are important to you, then so be it. Keep living that life. And keep watching how God shows you that that's not right. It's not right. You can't take and take and take while other people suffer. You can't give the green light to intentional suffering to people because in your mind they deserve to suffer, because you've adopted the mindset that you know everything, you know everybody's story, and you have the right to inflict suffering into their lives. And when I say suffering, it's all different wavelengths of suffering. It can be emotional suffering, it can be mental suffering, it can be psychological suffering, financial suffering, economic suffering, religious suffering. I mean, all of these different things play a part into suffering. And it's one of those things, I had somebody say to me, I'm sorry you're going through it. I don't feel like I'm going through it no more. I really don't. I just feel like I'm at the other side of it. I'm more indifferent, a little bit perplexed in reference to the grossness that people have just taken it to the level that in which it has been taken, and to the magnitude that people have went to hide their hands, I guess, hide the stones that they throw in the dark. There's nothing like living a life where you're throwing stones in the dark at someone and you think that you're not going to get caught, but the reality is while you're throwing those stones, you're being watched. Everybody's being watched in their own way. In their own way, you're 100% being watched by God and Jesus. That's for sure. That's for sure. But you have to be careful when you walk amongst this world. There are people that move and operate in their truth, in their authenticity, in their knowing, in their faith, in their hope. And when they walk in that vibration, they pick up on things when it comes to people, and people not living in their truths, and people living a lie, and people doing really crappy things. And it's one of those things. It's just one of those things. We all have to come to an understanding and recognize the role we play in this. We all certainly do. There's no getting away from that. And so I think that's where we're seeing a lot of the chaoticness, a lot of the sporadicness, a lot of the abnormal behaviors, a lot of the theater. And you're going to see that ramp up tremendously in the months to come, especially as the midterms come. Again, they're going to be throwing that beanbag back and forth. Like, this is going to be what they're going to talk about on the news for the next week. And they're going to obsess over it. And they're going to throw out all these conspiracy theories. And they're going to blame the other side. They're going to blame this. They're going to blame that. And the whole reasoning behind it is to take people away from the reality of what we're walking through. Is they've lost full control of this war. A lot of people are hurting. A lot of people have been hurt. A lot of people have lost their lives for no good reason. And it's just an unfortunate event across the board. Nobody wins in this. Everybody gets hurt in their own way. And everybody's going to continue to get hurt until the truth prevails. And it's just one of those things, everything that you do from this moment forward is where the truth comes out in reference to what part you play in this experience of life. What side you stand on, what do you stand against, where your morals are, where your values are, where your ethics are, what you align with, what your truth is, what kind of theater you're playing in your role in life, that you have the ability and your free will to play whatever character you want to play. And it's just up to you. And you're going to be on the side going through it if you choose continually to make choices and statements and actions and decisions that are at the demise of other people, at other people's suffering for no good reason. No good reason. There's no good reason to intentionally inflict suffering into this world. None.